Good evening, America. Defend your base here. Spreading the message of having to defend your constitution and your lives, your state, your livelihood, hoods, because these people, such as the ones that you see on the screen, Roland Waits, is not going to be doing so. Roland made a comment here on YouTube on the Oregonian Live website under their YouTube page stating that repeatedly Lavoy Finicum could have surrendered and he put these people's lives in danger. Except I have serious doubt that individuals such as Roland Waits and those who are commenting on the website stating that Lavoy Finicum put these people's lives are in danger. He incited the violence between the federal officers and the Oregon State Police and himself by, you know, leading them on into a high pursuit chase down, whatever interstate roadway that was into a ambush site. Well, I think a lot of people continue to forget the fact that initially, the first round or shot that was fired was from the Oregon State Police at the passenger side mirror. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to see that on the video that was, taken by Shauna Cox. Obviously, she started filming after the fact. But, her statements and her claims have fallen in line with the videos that she's put out and that she has out has fallen in line with her statements that she's made weeks prior to this video even being released. So I have very little doubt that her claims are false in any way, other than small details of information that was obviously it's difficult to be able to recall information and tell that information as accurate as possible under the tremendous amount of stress that she was going through. But coming back to this point of the individual that was on the screen, Roland Waits, he stated that he committed suicide by cop, in that it stated that he was shot when he appeared to have reached for his weapon, or moved to his belt that looked like he was trying to draw a weapon on the officers, and that's when the officers initially started firing upon him. Well, that's completely false. Obviously, you can see the video from Shauna Cox that the weapon, the vehicle, was being fired upon prior to them even reaching the barricade. And then along with that, you saw Lavoy Finicum getting out of the vehicle. As soon as he exited the vehicle, you saw him throw his hands up. There was no drawing a weapon of any sort. And when he exited that vehicle, just before he was able to make it past the driver's side, rear passenger side window, both that window right there was shot out by the Oregon State Police and the federal government. Now there are some federal government agents that are under investigation, so I'm hearing, and I don't know what the results will be, but obviously something wasn't done in protocol that they should have been following. And at that point, he didn't even draw or reach for a weapon. And it wasn't until he was fired upon on numerous occasions that he appeared to, reach down to his side, which, it's really hard. The credibility of the federal government and the Oregon State Police is shot when um, their accusations have been saying that they were shooting at him in response to him reaching down for his belt, when they were shooting at him way far prior to that even ever occurring. So let's get that out of the way. It's mind blowing and it's boggling to think that individuals like Roland or other people continue to make these statements that he was searching to be shot at, or he was seeking out to be, shot because he made his statements, or whatever. It's just boggling that there's individuals who continue to believe this, and there's the video out there proving that that's not the case. So that's disturbing. So going on a little further, I saw Doom put out a video. He stated something about this being a hoax, or a big conspiracy theory. Let's get over that. This has nothing to do with a hoax. This is a real life that has been taken from a family, daughters, a wife. father of somebody, somebody's son. And there's no hoax here, guys. Like, I don't even understand how this is even a debate. Like, that shouldn't even be brought up. That just blows my mind. Um, so if people are arguing about the fact of whether or not this really happened or didn't happen, go look at the site. You know, I mean, you had plenty of time to go over there and probably still draw up some blood from the snow if you really wanted to. I mean, if you were that enthused about it, or curious to find out, you could have gone to that step to go and figure out for yourself. And you mean there's a family that could tell you that they don't have a father anymore. There's plenty of people that know other people that were involved in the whole thing, and their loved ones are in jail sitting there right now. This isn't a hoax. This isn't a false flag. This thing really happened. So moving on, another thing that I keep seeing, that keeps getting brought up, is the issue about Mark McConnell. You know, people said that David could have left when he left. These other people could have left when, you know, they were given the chance. And yeah, you know, they could have left, but it didn't stop 68 other people afterwards getting indicted with the same charge and getting sent to prison anyways. So if you're going to use that statement, know what you're talking about. David could not have left anytime sooner and not have been charged with this. He was going to be put into prison just like everyone else was going to be done to the same as well. But the problem that I see here is, where's Mark McConnell, the one individual that was actually driving Eamon Bundy and, you know, driving the second vehicle in that convoy to the meeting and wherever county they were going to go speak to the sheriff and the people. Where's he at? I mean, if his involvement was just as much as everyone else that was there, just because, I mean, he was occupying federal land, he was driving a vehicle, he escorted them down. I mean, who is this guy and why is he not charged? I don't understand this. And I think there's some issues there that need to be brought up. And it all comes down to corruption, folks. This is what it is. It's all corruption. This is a big cover up. People continue to turn a blind eye to the real issue here, and they keep trying to defend. I don't know what stance they're defending. Is it really shills that are running around and, you know, making these comments online? You know, there was a video, Mark D the Truth, or whatever his name is, Matty D the Truth, like, previously possibly worked for the NSA. I don't know. You know, is it, are these guys seriously shills? I couldn't imagine someone actually doing that as part of their job. It's the first time I ever heard of such thing since this occupation started. It's kind of something new to me. But these guys are definitely twisted in their mindset and don't have the capability or the capacity to think beyond, you know, the mainstream media is what they're portraying, and they're just in straight up denial is what it comes down to the fact that there was, you know, a firefight, and it was invoked and incited upon from the federal government and the OSP. And I know this has been hit on so many times. You know, the ambush site. Why did they have to do it there? Why did the, you know, why was there no cell phone reception? Like, could they not have gotten the same results and waited for Lavoy Finicum and his crew to arrive to whatever destination that they were going to, and peacefully arrested them all right there at that spot? You know, they could have had undercover police, undercover federal agents, or these supposedly mercenaries that are around. But no, they wanted it to go out the way that they wanted it to go, at that place, because I think they truly wanted Lavoy Finicum dead, and that's what it comes down to. And it's unfortunate that it did go down that way, but that's what happened. Now, you know, I know I'm talking about a lot of different topics here, but this is just all coming at me at one time, and I want to get it out there. James D. Shuff, and Gus, you make great points, and you know, David appreciates you guys going out there and spreading the word. I definitely agree upon that stamp idea. I think the you know, awareness thing is definitely something that should continue to be going on, and I think that if people can wake up and see, and this isn't about, overthrowing the government. No, this is not it. This is just bringing the awareness to, the corruption, the awareness to what has happened. We're all patriots here. We love America, and that is not our intent. In no way, in shape or form, should we allow anyone to twist our words to make it seem to be conveyed in any manner that is, that could be seen or portrayed as overthrowing the government. That's not what we're doing here. It's just bringing light upon the issues that people are having. And the stamp, like I said, was a great idea. I think there's definitely more work to be done on this, and I think as long as we continue to press the issue, we continue to press for awareness to be seen. I think more people will become aware of what's happened, and Lavoie's, Lavoie and the other patriots that went up there and for whatever cause they have, they didn't drown him out. They definitely didn't drown them out. If anything, they've opened the mouths of many more. If you took out them, you've just multiplied, their voice by fivefold, tenfold, however many, and it's going to continue to, expanding. So, right on with the ideas, but please be mindful of, the words and the words that you decide to use or choose. As you can see, it's putting a lot of people into some kind of trouble, and it's perceived in a certain manner. And violence is not the way of going about this. It's definitely going to shed a negative light upon the issue and any kind of cause that people are trying to pursue. So definitely keep it peaceful. Make it awareness. Make it an awareness. Stamps, I like it. Stencils on posters. Or stencils, you can make stencils on posters and chalk on the back of vehicles. But, I think everyone needs to be directed, and there needs to be a central website that all this information and people who are coming in and being awoken up to can actually, you can channel all these newly awakened individuals too, because, these websites of YouTube websites, all these videos are drowned out through all kinds of different, pro Lavoie, Lavoie haters and Bundy haters, and they're going to find negative information, and it's just going to make the cause as a little weaker than what's intended to be. So if you have a central website, I think that definitely would help out. So that's all I have to say tonight. It's not that much. A lot of it's been already talked about, and it's repetitive, but just another voice in the crowd. I'm here, definitely here to talk about it, here to bring it up, but actions definitely speak louder than words, and it really comes down to what have you done? Have you put up a sign today? Have you done anything? Have you spread the word to another person? You can talk about it as much as you want, but as long as if you haven't done anything, then really there's really no progress being made. And I think one thing that people need to be able to do is see what others have done, so you can judge your status of what you've done compared to another. If you can go to a website and people post pictures and photos of what they've done to bring awareness, and people can get ideas and bounce ideas and find that motivation to follow others, to follow suit. So that's another thought that could be implemented. So, well, that's all I got to say. Good night, America, and I hope that we can wake another one or two and avoid, continue to avoid and disregard the trolls that are going around the internet, discrediting the movement and what has occurred up there in Oregon. So that's it.